Hello, I'm Dr. Nelson, the Director of Research and Educational Programs at Liberty Sparks. Please let me invite you to Liberty Sparks Academy, Class 101. Today we will share with you about taxation and government spending.
Hello Evan, how are you?
Hello Octavia, welcome to Liberty Sparks. What do you want to learn today?
Yes Evan, I need to understand about taxation and government spending.
Okay. Please let's talk in my office, so I can explain to you more.
Thanks for letting me in Evan.
No problem Octa. So when United Kingdom became prosperous, in 1800s their government was very small. That means public sector spending accounted for only 10% of economic output. This was not only in Britain, but also in other rapidly growing Western nations. This meant there was low taxes, and most nations in Europe and North America didn't have income taxes until about 100 years.
Okay.
This was a different story to Africa, before independent and after independent. Before independent we had PAN system in Kenya, head tax in Tanzania, poll tax and matiti tax. After independent 1968 we had sales tax, income tax, direct tax and indirect tax like value-added tax and excise duty.
Really?
Yes, today governments are much larger. Example in the United Kingdom, public sector spending now consumes about 50% of economic output. Taxes have also crimped dramatically, though not as fast as spending. This is why Britain, like most other nations, has enormous debts.
Are you trying to say bigger government is a barrier for the growth?
Then I should ask you, if government is Santa Claus that give things for free? Or where do government get money for spending in such a big organization?
I think tax is the main source of income, and to answer that I will take a look into the cost and benefit of tax, and of course spending.
Great! You know government spending can be good or bad for economic performance, depend on how money is spending and it's collected. It can be good for the economy if the money spent on building roads, schools and policy protection, but that only if it will be done properly. It can be bad if it will be used for welfare protections and sometimes consumptions things like healthcare.
Okay.
Government gets money from tax and borrowing. If there is larger government, definitely there will be tax burden, and result is the increase of tax rate that will discourage saving, investment and entrepreneurship. Again, big public sectors are financed by this borrowing money, which is to divert money from the private sectors. The result is lower growth, higher unemployment and less competitiveness.
So if that's the case, what is good tax policy then?
The same analysis applied in taxation, applied here. Tax presumably are never good for the growth, but some tax do more damage than the others, such as income tax. The simple rule for the economist is that government should raise revenue in a way that minimizes the negative impact on the economy. There is 3 principles here.
You said principles?
Yes, Octavia, there is 3 principles. Number 1 is, higher tax rates are more damaging than low tax rates. Higher tax rates obviously hurt more than low tax rates. The same analysis applies to taxes on work, entrepreneurship and other form of productive behavior, but since economic growth only occurs when more people earn more income, this means it's very important to keep tax rate low, particularly for personal income tax and corporate income tax. Number 2, extra taxes on saving and investment are very costful, such as taxes on dividends, capital gain, wealth taxes and inheritance taxes. That make it much less attractive for people to save and invest.
Whoa.
Number 3, special tax loopholes rewards economic inefficiency, such as deduction, shelters, exclusions, loopholes and other special arrangements. These create complexity and enable corruption, but they also have bad economic consequences than to invest money on projects that produce growth. I see you're almost getting tired. Please let's finish this next time. When we meet I will give you the framework to understand the role of taxations and government spending.
Thanks Evan, you really helped me out. I promise to come next Friday after work.
Bye Octavia, and thanks for coming Liberty Sparks. Please don't forget to visit our website, www.libertysparks.org. We're also in Twitter, Instagram and Facebook with the same name, and don't forget to donate direct to Liberty Sparks. I am Dr. Nelson and thanks for listening. Good day.